What am I excited? Get this started. We're going to start getting the full chassis legs in. But first, I need to finalize the outside rocker that we left unwelded in the last BMW episode. Go watch that back on how far we've already become with the bottom plates and with the full, well, almost full F80 swap from the underside. It's getting more and more crazy, and when everything goes right, we've got some more crazy improvements to come in this episode. But of course, we always start with the boring stuff. Grinding the final bits down that where we've ended, protect them with well-through primer and protective paint, and then we can go on. So okay, this is the chassis leg where the subframe is on, and now we've got this shape of the original inside rocker. Well, the idea is to get this one down, at this point down, get this all together, hammer this up, that we can close this off straight away. Should be a nice solution. That it will look factory. We tend to make everything look factory. So, okay, this is prepared. That is prepared to cut. We need to grind off the paint, but it's looking that the fitment is really good again. All the bottom pieces, well, the connection is really nice in my opinion on all the bottom pieces. So let's get this thing, final bits to get connected on the bottoms, and then we've got the sides done, so we can go on to the fun stuff. Nicely prepared, no rust to see. Then we go to this one. Well, there was some filler, and I hoped to get the doors opening savable, but well, there is some stuff on there that we hate. So a little bit more work than I hoped. Oh, that's the life of a tuner. everything later. We have got the full rocker in. The inside is nice and tidy. So we can go on with some small welds at the front, closing off the final hole in the corner at the bench, and then we can go off to the fun stuff. Well, now the full bulkhead, bottom plate, everything is connected all the way up to the top down. I'm going to leave these flaps over here because originally, well, it's almost over here, and probably we can make some trap nuts or something in there if we want to make some inner arches later on, and we can always shorten it and weld it through. But for now, I'm feeling kind of good about some of the original flaps that outside. Everything is all completely welded through and off from top to bottom, so it will be strong anyway. So this is a good base to work forwards in the engine bay or in the engine bay and for the new front beam, so that everything can be worked with. This doesn't look so bad. It's dirty, but the shapes are okay. So we've all got this point connected. Going to make this hole a little bit wider, put a trap nut in so we can mount the fender back again. And then, well, we have the full rocker in, everything connected. The only thing left is that little hole. Well, okay. For now, till so far, bottom plate on the other side, I find it okay because laying on the floor, burning everything everywhere, my feet, my legs, isn't the best way because I've got some ramps. This will be later on the ramp anyways, so in my field, that's a better solution to get that addressed later. For now, I can finish this inside, that when it's on the ramp, we don't have to go inside. But yeah, another point off the list. So everything protected, protective layers different here and there, but kinda okay-ish for now. Bottom plate's in, rocker is in, closed off all the holes that are necessary for now. Got this side piece done for so far. I will address the other side, that it will be the same shape as this side. But I'm kind of happy on how this shape's all getting together, because when we're fitting everything together, it should look like everything's like original. So now the difficult stuff is going to start. Let's get that into there. Okay, so we've ordered the original strut brace, so we can later on go further and further and further ahead with the complete chassis towers. Let's first start measuring on how far we're going with the chassis leg. I think this is the original E30 point, so I think I'm going to there, because then we have those holes from the subframe all on original spots. we can grind this off, fit that exactly in, and hopefully we can save this piece, and maybe we'll later on we can, well, I actually have no idea. Let's start just somewhere, cutting and measuring. And I'm always really into keeping everything really nice, but even my tripod now has YouTube war damage because we are filming and I was protecting everything. So it has some war damage. Okay. Potato. Yes. This is such a thing that on one hand I think, well, just saved like 10 millimeters room. Cut it out. Don't care, just do. And on the other hand, we can only do it once. So I'm thinking, and everything is on the jig over here. It's on the jig over there, it's on the jig over there, it's on the jig over there. There's strength in it. And with the full bottom plate, the top piece is still connected. I need to get rid of all this steel reinforcement, but that's in for now. So it will not collapse anymore. So we can get rid of that. And over here, this is 2-3 layers of steel, so over here this should not collapse, so this will stay in. So in my feel, if I slowly cut the bottom piece out, cut it over there out, so we go save one 10 millimeter over there to finalize the final cut. And then actually I should be able to slowly lay on the new chassis leg on the frame, and it still should be aligned because all the alignment points are still on it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Well, that's a little bit of a hole. Yeah. The difficulty is it fits in between of this. So can we make this angle in some strange way? So will be difficult, I think, but well, Let's give it a try. That will be difficult, yes. Okay, got so yeah, nothing is easy, huh? Kijk. Hoe gaan we dat nou doen? Ai, 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 ai. How can we dit nou weer doen? Okay, check. Subframe bolts are in and it is sitting. It was a little bit of a fight to get it in between and I made it maybe too difficult because in the end I think I'm going to cut way more away to get the flow to the original chassis leg back. But yeah, that's how it goes with, well, reinventing something that doesn't exist. It is always the first leg or the first thing you do is a little bit more tricky and you don't want to cut too much away because later on you cannot go back. We can easily cut more away, so that's what I'm going to do. But one side is in. Well, I think now it's just go check the spot welds on that. Get the spot welds into here. Maybe tack weld it on to the bulkhead, then shove the other side in. Tack weld them both together and then, well, we are getting somewhere now. Okay, now this somehow needs to go here. Now I was thinking, get this piece off, maybe cut this in, bend this outwards, and then to the back to the front, that this shape will all go through, that when we're in the engine bay, this everything just goes aligning with everything together. The only point is, then we make it maybe ourselves difficult getting the bottom pieces connected. Yes. Okay, this will not fit yet, but let's see if this is something where we can go to in the future. I think it's better to make this shape later on. Yep. Oh, okay, that's one side prepared. Before I'm going to weld that side, I want to make sure that both of them line up with the subframe. So, in my mind, best way, cut this one out as well, put this one in, then we know for sure that everything is aligning everywhere. So, some more cutting. Whoop, whoop. Oh, and now that we're changing things up to the other side, I want to, well, make this an opportunity to thank you all for buying all the stuff in the web store and buying my merch. We are growing. the web store is growing. So thank you all for the comments, for the merchandise that you bought, for the product that you bought, and well, keep supporting the channel. Go watch the web store and check out this merch. We are working on some new stuff. Well, this one went easy. That's a little bit easier when you know where it goes. Well now, that is 2 chassis legs, well, kind of tack welded in. No, not going to finish yet, because I have seen there are a couple of layers in the front piece of the beam of the E30, and I'm going to try to see if I can well, get the insides out of the new ones, get the inner connected to the new beam, then the outside over, and then I will, well, let it all flow together. So we've got some more interesting pieces of metal to fix, but on the other hand, this is really starting to look like something. They both fell into place really nice. The subframe in place, chassis in place, so this should all come together now. I'm kind of excited on this. And it's really starting to look and feel like a car again now that everything is slowly falling into place. With every rocker, sides, everything's getting together. So it's starting to look like something again. Yes. Well, this should be the flow, and I think if you look already at the cardboard piece, this flows nicely inside. So later on both sides will flow. Of course, this is going to flow down, this is going to flow down, and we're going to make this all look crazy. Original fabrication work. But for now, the alignment, the flow, and the incredible amount of space where I'm standing now for the engine. Yes, this is looking so good. I am really happy on how this is coming together. I'm really feeling that this is going to work. And then the next up, well, first we're going to weld in the complete frames, the chassis legs together, and then the next thing to do. I have got the original, oh crap in English. Why do I always have to think how some things are called in English real quick? The original strap brace, so we can align these. This should go all the way up to there, and that's the original mounting point. So this one will help us align the new strut towers, and that's it for the next episode. The next episode, welding and new strut towers to make the complete front ready to put on wheels. Yes, we're getting there. Well, I hope you liked this episode of me making big steps again. Really happy on how these frame legs are getting in. Really nice fitment, nice perfect fitment on the original subframe, so that's going really smooth. Then if I look at this rocker, well, it's almost not visible anymore where I welded it, and it's looking really nice again. So it's becoming a car again. It's becoming a really crazy modern E30. How about that? Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. Of course, discuss with me and put something in the comments on how all this crazy shit is going. Thank you all and see you all in the next episode.